This one stuck in my head because of the name, but also, this is like aesthetic domination, control, and misogynistic violence. Cut to all my thousands of actual bikini photos. What is the difference?
Yes. I mean, she's written a book called Depraved, The Story of Dangerous Art. I mean, you can see the kind of... I'm sure you're up for it, don't get me wrong. But, like, what?
Why? I'm not a depraved person.
Well, you're Greek, so, you know. But this is the point that you were, like, complaining about. It's like, look...
She's doing philosophy of art and aesthetic. No. Yeah, she is.
Yeah. She's an art philosopher, yeah.
But she also lifts. That has to count for something.
Oh, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with anything that she's doing, really. I mean, like, I don't particularly want her on my timeline, but, you know, okay, whatever, you know. But the point is, she's complaining. I started getting various users asking to put me in a bikini and various revealing lingerie. For some reason, they weren't just going to my Instagram. What's her complaint?
That's what I mean. It's very hard to stand that up. It's slightly different, but it's not massively different, is it?
No, it's just silly. But also, I mean, like, I guess the argument being, well, I didn't consent to this. It's like, well, you're on the internet, man.
I mean, if you click a like or two on Latinas' bodies and stuff, then your whole timeline is going to be like this.
Yeah.
By the way, that was the language as well when Starmer was talking about banning X. Because
we'll get to that in a bit.
But it's relevant because we're in this feminist world, which you well know. The idea of consent and Me Too, and obviously real consent is important, like don't do things against people's consent, but like the kind of obsession with consent, that was the thing highlighted in the article, that these women didn't want, basically, we're going to ban X and get Elon and get America to put sanctions on us because a woman in a bikini didn't want Grok putting them in a bikini. Because consent is
what it boils down to.
That's what it boils down to. Yeah. Consent is the ultimate religion with these people, where it takes it to this. There's actual consent, then there's the Me Too madness consent, and then this nonsense.
It's fine when I put bikini pictures of myself up, but not when you put it.
Right.
And the thing is, right, I'm not even unsympathetic to this argument. I'm not even unsympathetic. Yeah, it sucks. But like obviously, you know, but the point is, it's the internet. Like, if you put a picture of yourself up on the internet, you've got to understand that it's a massive world out there, and they could do anything with it, and unfortunately, you've just got to kind of cop it.
Imagine if you grill her a bit and she says, no, the real problem is I don't like the particular bikinis that Grok uses. I wouldn't choose them.
But she literally says, you know,
my choice.
It's aesthetic domination, control, and misogynistic violence.
Yeah.
It's like, but when you put a picture out, you're not in control of it. Like, it's just the nature of the beast.
And men, I know it's another meme, but men hardly ever put pictures of themselves. It's like, look at this object, not me in front of the object. As women, it's just like constant. It's like, do we need your face like constantly? You know, I never put a picture of myself. I used to hate it. I used to do a TV show on GB, and people put pictures of it every night, and I hated it. Yes. And I actually had no consent because they'd insist on doing it, and I'd say I don't want it. I hated it because it's always the worst possible photo. And it's like, here's the crappiest possible photo of you. We're going to put it up. And I'd be like, no. And this was a big problem. Anyway, so there was no consent there. But men don't do this generally. No. We just put up the cathedral, not our face, in front of the Sistine Chapel.
Exactly. But
if you want to show the object, you show the object. It's not you in front of the object.
This tells us a lot about the differences between men and women, right?
Yeah.
As in,
one is good.
And this is why I did a podcast. I did a podcast the other day with Arch, talking about, you know, that clavicular guy, the Looksmaxxing guy.
Talking about it before.
Yeah. Like, it seems...
Smashed himself in the face with a hammer.
Yeah, but the point is, he's basically being a woman online, right?
Yeah, but he said it's not about women, it's about mugging men.
No.
And women mug other women, so that's even more...
Exactly, right? He's still, like, in the frame of... Because the reason women put themselves in the picture is because they know women are judged by their looks by men. Right? They know that men are very looks focused on someone else, but not on themselves, which is why we're all, well, I'm fat and ugly. But like, you know, and yet, you know, we still have what we have. It's a different dynamic. So women are very concerned about the way that they look. That's why they do all the makeup. That's why they've got the, you know, the weird lips and stuff like that, right? They do all the stuff. And men are just like, I'm just going to grow old and ugly. Well, why would I do any of this? Because your value sexually as a man is not actually entirely predicated on your looks. Don't get me wrong, good looks are useful. But if you are good looking and short or poor, then actually you'll find that a lot of women are not interested in you, because actually your looks weren't the primary thing that they were looking for. They were looking for status and competence, right? But men are not looking for that in women. Men are looking for, I want attractiveness. So women are focused purely on the looks. And so it becomes natural to them to put themselves in their picture so they can be judged on their looks. That's how they think they're being judged, right? And they are being judged in that way. And so, like, with clavicular being like, I'm Looksmaxxing and I'm mogging other people for not Looksmaxxing. It's like, okay, but that's exactly the same as the woman who's incredible at makeup and who's got a very slim waist or whatever, kind of mogging the fat chick who's not wearing makeup, right? It's exactly the same philosophy. And didn't someone give this clavicular guy a $5 million penthouse?
I don't know about it, but he does live in a penthouse. But one thing that was a bit funny was that I think he staged a scene where he ran over someone.
I don't know if that was staged. Well, it might.
I think probably was staged, but anyway.
I saw it. I thought it was real, but is it not?
So someone did give him a $5 million penthouse in Miami. A guy called Aiden Ross.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Who's Aiden?
He's a streamer. He's a streamer because Tate used to have all these. He's like, Aiden, you're an idiot. Like, he has this like comic interaction with him.
Right.
He's had Fuentes on loads of times.
Right.
He's an American Jewish young streamer guy who's a bit of an idiot, but kind of self-deprecating humor.
But notice how he's arrived in exactly the kind of economic model of an attractive woman. Yes, men buy me things because I'm hot, and they expect something from me.
Was bought by a man, a gay bloke?
By Aiden Ross for clavicular.
Oh, Aiden Ross bought it for him. Aiden Ross bought it for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that.
And
he's not gay.
And it doesn't come with strings attached.
But
it's weird.
But the point is, clavicular.
Nice guy.
Well, that's a weirdly nice guy. But clavicular has occupied the woman's role here, right? I'm a fit woman. You buy me things, and obviously things happen. And Aiden Ross is following that trend with this clavicular guy. It's like,
maybe it's just like a total legend, like Adam Sandler buys his mates all cars if they do a movie with him.
But if you think about it, like, women use their looks to secure resources, is what we're saying. And this is precisely the route that clavicular has taken with Aiden Ross.
I think you should be buying us houses, Carl. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, maybe you're right.
All I'm saying, Nick, have you looked in the mirror?
You know, you think I've got a Looksmax to get my house?
Looksmaxxing,
I don't think it's about that. I think it's just bros. But maybe you're right.
I'm telling you it's about that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's...
You need to go straightforwardly into the hard maxing area.
But it's just weird that he's following the woman's trajectory there, right? And so anyway, this is why she's worried about this aesthetic domination, control, and misogynistic violence. That this aesthetic domination is in, I'm not in control of my own image, and the image to women is way more important than it is to men. Like, the way people are looking at you and sexualizing you is more important to you. And so this becomes something I think men just don't really understand, because I think she is actually correct about this, and I think that men just don't really understand why this matters to women. It
punctures the notion of empowerment, doesn't it? They managed to sell the idea to women that taking your clothes off was empowerment, but it takes away the empowerment if Grok's doing it.
Yes.
So, but the whole thing was nonsense anyway.
Sure, I don't think it's empowering to take your clothes off, but the point being, you're right. The whole thing is, from a woman's point of view, this is undercutting everything.
Well, yeah, and people have pointed out it's also financially undercutting them, because this is what they're selling.
Yep.
A lot of women in various ways. If they've got an OnlyFans or even an Instagram, it's essentially selling it. Yep. And AI takes that away from them, and it's actually just undercut them literally in the economic sense.
Yeah, a lot of women's resource acquisition is actually based on their looks.
And of course, I hate to sound like Tate, but if you really want to get down to it, the whole empowerment thing was a myth, because obviously women's strength came from modesty, because if you've got a precious resource, the more you protect it,
yes,
the better. They got it completely the wrong way around.
Well, assuming that you had a single man who was invested in you, then he monopolized that resource.
But in this basic thing, and I hate all this, I mean, this red pill stuff can get a bit gross, but,
sure.
But in the, and I believe in chastity for everyone, but as only have sex in marriage and only have kids, and that's what I believe, total Christian values. But if we're going down that red pill route, the idea was men, the more women they sleep with, it's higher status, whereas women, it's lower status, the more they sleep with. Therefore, the obvious thing is modesty equals high value. And I think everyone instinctively knows that is true.
What?
I don't know if Stelios was looking at that.
No, they're fixing it, and the chat says, looking good there, Stelios.
He is looking good.
And
Looksmaxxing, I can
By
tell.
the way, the thing is that none of this would have happened with clavicular had it not been for Andrew Tate not being controversial for some time now. Because he does some really weird videos. Now he was doing a Indians Are All Great video naked, a podcast.
He was.
Andrew Tate.
Was he?
Yeah, so I think
that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's all over the internet. But I think that's one of the reasons that he created a gap with not being controversial anymore. or for some time now he hasn't
moved
been, and that's when the clavicular guy comes in.
Anyway. Yeah, he's moved into a different space. But anyway, that point is basically true, isn't it? So women have got this empowerment thing backwards because their empowerment would come from
I don't agree with feminism.
Restraint, right?
But I think that they are making actually a fair complaint here. Is that, look, you don't understand that from our position, this is actually really bad for us. And it's like,
but it's not a fair complaint because they shouldn't be posting loads of bikini photos.
Well, there is that.
In the
my
caliphate.
Bikini, my choice.
In the Nick Dixon caliphate. Your body, my choice, says Nick Dixon. But from their own position in the current paradigm that we're in, this is actually a fair complaint, and it's not surprising that this got traction to the point where the government's like, "Oh, we're going to ban this." But I'm actually for the Nick Dixon caliphate.
It's for women. It's not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I have nothing to do with women anymore. It's for them that I care about.
Like this guy.
This was great.
Yeah, hey Grok, put her in a classy dress, hugging her husband and their 2 kids, and add her smiling father in the background who's proud of the daughter he's raised. Then block her from my feed forever. Because she's like, hey Grok, put me in a bikini from this angle. Yeah. Fucking whores, man.
Let's see the second one, though.
Yeah. Grok,
this is so good.
It's so good. It's like, but isn't this brilliant? Like, this is what she's missed out on here.
Yeah.
Right?
Men are the ones having to say, you've thrown this stuff in our faces for so long. We actually don't want to see it anymore. We want to see this.
Yeah, I'm sick of seeing naked chicks.
Yeah.
I want to see normal stuff.
Give us wholesome things like this.
Yes. And what I love about this, though,
wholesome maxing.
Exactly, it is wholesome maxing. But also, I mean, the mythological father that Grok has invented here, probably a bit of a problem. Like, where is her real father? As in, why?
He's not Father Maxing.
Well, exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. And so the whores are a product of broken homes and bad parenting, is what we're saying. I like the fact that this has 60,000 likes, though. Like, how many?
See, men are fixing this problem. You can always rely on men.
Yeah. How many did her original one get?
Men allowed all this to happen. Now we have to fix it.
Yeah, we have to fix it. So 34,000 on her being a whore, although 40 million views. She's eating well from this.
Is she even real? I'm not even convinced she's real.
That's a great point. I don't know if she's real. Right, I don't know.
Can't tell anymore. The reason is that it's right. Women on Instagram have tried to make themselves look more and more fake, and then AI's tried to look more and more real, and the two have met, and you genuinely can't tell.
The filters, man.
Yeah, the filters.
Literally the filters.
Makeup surgery and filters.
Yeah.
Meets AI, and you're like, no idea anymore.
There was a period a couple of years ago where I think it was in Texas. Instagram was forced to suspend the filters because of some Texas law, and women were freaking out.
Yeah, they're like,
how dare you make me look at my own face? Like, I was looking at this beautiful filtered, face.
Yeah. And it would hurt their business, wouldn't it? It's compared. Someone pointed out something quite funny, interesting the other day. A friend of mine was saying he saw this woman and they were getting all these compliments on their post. But then he realized, this is just what women do. They say, oh, you look great, you're amazing, even though they don't mean it. Yeah. And then I realized, but the really hot ones on Instagram as well, they also say that. But in that case, it means, oh no, she looks too hot, we're competing. But in either one, women will always just say, you're amazing, babe. Which is just a female thing. Like, if you look bad, they'll say, you're an amazing, babe. And if you look good, they'll go, oh, you look amazing, babe. But they say the same thing. Whereas men are just not like that at all. They always just say the opposite.
And this has always been the problem with groups of women, though, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, but I think if some gym sharks may violate your rule, maybe they're a specialist. You look good today or something.
Well, like, who violates my rule?
Some gym sharks.
Like men or women?
Men.
Oh, right, yeah. Good looking, good bro. Yeah, you're right. But with the women, I realized they always say, wow, babe, look amazing.
Harder by the
if they are or they're not.
Always lie to each other.
Yeah.
In every
but I'm saying the outcome's always, wow, babe, look amazing. And it either means you don't look amazing, or it means, oh shit, she looks amazing. I hate you.
But
the outcome is the same.
But that's the point, isn't it? Like, women have got this culture of just lying to each other's faces, and I noticed it when I was a kid, man. I noticed, all the girls would be like, oh, you look so lovely, and then literally I would some girl would come and start bitching to me about some other guy. I'm like, I don't know. Why are you talking to me about this? And with boys, it's obviously the opposite. It's like, oh, you're a total prick. And then someone's like, God, I hate that Nick. I'm like, oh, Nick's a good guy. Shut up. Like it's always the opposite way with men.
Yeah. Whereas with girls, you're like, why do you hate all your friends?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she's coming to stay for 3 days. Like, but you hate her.
Yeah, why? Why are you telling her that you like her if you don't?
Weird, yeah.
I
weird, man.
Man, I've never understood it. But there's so much like intra-sexual competition with women. It's crazy. Like there was a feminist in 2011 who set up a company called Samantha Brick, right? And she only hired women for this company, and she was like, yeah, within like a couple of months, it degenerated into bitchy girl fights because women never learn to properly cooperate, man.
And that's what I was going to say. The woman doing actually is a woman doing great work on this is Helen Andrews, talking about the feminization of society. She's absolutely nailed it. And she even thinks woke came at the tipping point where women became the majority in all these institutions. And she thinks that's when woke really turbocharged. And I think there's good evidence for that. But in general, she says, things like, I've said this to you before, but men are having a fight and then shaking hands at the end of it, but women don't have that. It's total war all the time. Yeah. She says this is how you get where we are today. Yeah. She's one of these rare women that can point out what's wrong with women.
Women never develop the ability to live in proper hierarchies, right? Like actual hierarchies of competence.
Suddenly felt bad. Like this is lads' hour, and it's an even more misogynist one than normal.
Well, no, I don't think we're being misogynist though. Okay. I think I'm sure our previous feminist friend would.
I have to say, I checked my audience lately. At some point, I hit 22.3% female audience.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, so ladies, I have to be very careful. The 19th should not be repealed.
Yeah, mine's lower than that. Mine's nearly all boomers, and I realise I've got to be nicer to boomers. But it's boomer men.
Okay. Really, it's interesting because on my little gaming channel, I can put up videos and it's 100% men.
I believe that.
Zero. Yeah, I know. It's
Warhammer one is 101%.
Exactly. My Warhammer channel is 100% men, and it's an absolute crystal perfect club that I don't ever want spoiled. So you're not allowed to watch those videos if you're a woman.
What was your competence hierarchy point that I interrupted?
Women. For women, it's if you're gaining resources by your looks and your relations to men, then you don't really have an incentive to form any kind of competence hierarchy with other women around you. They're just competition, right? It's like cats. Like cats hate each other. Even the ones that tolerate each other hate each other. Whereas men are like dogs, and it really is that men are like a pack of dogs. They'll find very, very easily a competence hierarchy, and everyone will just fit into it, and everyone will get on, and everyone will be very happy and very, very productive. Women are just not like that, and it's just like, and I've seen it over and over.
But also,
pure evil. What?
Yeah. No. I think though,
I didn't say that.
If you look at something like that, it's also sexier in a way because it represents a challenge to a male audience. Because if you just have 1,000 pictures of naked women screaming, you may go Vince McMahon with a few of them, but then after a while, it's just a human body.
It also
when it's like this, it represents a challenge. It
also represents
more
satisfaction.
aristocratic, also.
Oh yeah. But it represents satisfaction. This is the process of a long period of time to get to a point where everything is wonderful like that. Whereas this is just instant gratification.